fallout continues this afternoon after yesterday's dramatic moments in Dedham. This after the judge overseeing Karen Read's second trial abruptly ended the hearing. And now a retired judge is giving us an inside look as to why that happened.
We have team coverage on the Karen Read case tonight, beginning with NBC 10's Eli Rosenberg, who's live in Dedham with what that judge had to say. Eli.
And JC, this evening, a lot continues to be made about this hearing, the judge's demeanor during it. So it was interesting to catch up with this retired judge, get some insight after years that he spent on the bench, as both Karen Read's lawyers and the Commonwealth now busy getting ready for this next hearing.
The Commonwealth just provided the court with information that causes me grave concern.
Dramatic moments in the run-up to Karen Read's second trial.
I'll see you a week from today.
Judge Beverly Cannone abruptly ending this latest hearing.
For normal people, you have a stress level here. For trial judges, you have a stress level here.
Retired Judge Jack Lew would know, having worked as a trial judge, including in the same court as Judge Cannone. And during Tuesday's hearing, the judge appearing to be shaking a bit at times, with an apparent shortness of breath. The magnitude of the moment, the retired judge says.
She's on edge because this has taken a long time, and this case demands your best management abilities.
All this came after the Commonwealth raised questions about if Read's defense team may have hidden money paid to accident reconstruction experts that testified during her first trial. Now, those who follow this case and follow it closely, trying to decipher what the judge meant when she said this.
The implications of that information may have profound effects on this defense and defense counsel.
Very dramatic, but I think this case just comes with dramatic situations. They're making real accusations here. So, gloves are off. I'm telling you, gloves are definitely off.
So that is what happened. Let's talk a little bit about what is going to happen going forward. In fact, both sides are going to be back here in court next Tuesday for really part two of this hearing. And you may remember Karen Read's lawyers now pursuing a double jeopardy claim on the federal side. The hearing there is scheduled for March 5th. Live in Dedham, Eli Rosenberg, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, Eli, let's bring in our courtroom insider, Sue O'Connell. So, Sue, the information we just heard revealed in court yesterday has prompted so much speculation about payments. This is about the defense paying the expenses of one of the testimonies, one of the witnesses, the relationship between the defense and what are the ARCA experts, which is one of the companies. An expert was on the stand. What is the Commonwealth alleging, though, about the communication, I should say, between the two?
Yeah, JC, it seems that the Commonwealth is saying that Karen Read's defense team had interaction with the ARCA experts that went further than just arranging travel and looking at calendars. Now, look, as we keep saying in a normal trial, as that retired judge was saying, look, that wouldn't be such a big deal because, of course, the legal team works with their expert witnesses before they take the stand. But Karen Read's team said they weren't sure what the ARCA experts were going to say because, of course, they're working for the federal government, and they weren't sure what their findings were. So it could be a problem if we find out they were communicating. And as far as those alleged payments from the defense of the ARCA guys, the defense said they didn't pay them for their services. We will see if these payments were to cover travel expenses, and if so, would that be considered payment by the judge?
If that's not enough, Read's defense team, we've known this for a while, is asking a federal judge to dismiss 2 of the charges that she's facing. So where does that effort go from here?
Right. So this is the route that most cases take before they end up at the United States Supreme Court. If the federal court agrees with the defense that the murder and leaving the scene charges should be dropped, well, then the Commonwealth can appeal that. If the federal court agrees with the state Supreme Judicial Court that they should stay, Read can then petition the United States Supreme Court. But remember, it's important to note that the Supreme Court takes very few cases, less than 1% of the petitions that it receives. But either way, this case is still going to move forward, JC.
Sue, as always, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. NBC 10 Boston, of course, your home for the Karen Read case. The next hearing is scheduled for Tuesday, February 25th, as you heard. It's at 11 a.m., and we will be carrying it live online on our sister station, NECN, and on our streaming channels. You just search Boston News on your favorite platform. And then don't forget to join us for a special edition of Canton Confidential at 7 p.m.